Have you ever wondered how to create a magnify zooming effect in DaVinci Resolve? In this detailed video guide, I'll walk you through every step needed to achieve a stunning, precise zoom effect. By the end of the tutorial, you'll be able to easily highlight key details in your footage with a clear and dynamic zoom transition. Hi everyone, and welcome back. In today's tutorial on how to create a magnify zoom effect in DaVinci Resolve, I'll show you just how simple it is to achieve this stunning effect. You're in the right place, so hit follow, like, or subscribe to help support more videos like this. Now, let's dive in and get started. Select the clip you want to work on. Once selected, right-click and choose Open in Fusion page to bring your clip into Fusion, where we'll create the effect. We'll now add our magnify effect. First, keep the media in node selected. Then, click on Transform and ensure it remains selected. Next, choose either the square mask or the circular mask, depending on your preference. Now, make sure the mask node remains selected. Next, we need to resize the area where the zoom will occur. In the inspector, here, set your desired value for width, and repeat the same for height. Now, you need to move the mask to the specific area of the clip you want to zoom in on, say, the QR code. Click on the center of the mask, hold, and drag it to the desired point. Then, double-click on the center of the mask to ensure it's selected. Once confirmed, use your keyboard arrow keys to fine-tune the alignment of the mask precisely where you need it. Then, select the transform node again and, in the inspector, change the pivot value to reveal its center point. Next, click on the pivot point of the transform node, hold and drag it to align with the center of the mask. For precise alignment, first select the mask, then copy the X value of its center from the inspector. Switch back to the transform node and paste that value into pivot X. Repeat the process for the Y value. Copy it from the mask, then paste it into pivot Y of the transform node. This will ensure the zoom is precisely 100% focused on the point you want to highlight. Next, we'll animate the zoom movement. First, make sure the transform node is still selected. Determine the starting point of the zoom and, in the inspector, add a keyframe for the size. Then move forward in the timeline to where you want the zoom to peak. In the inspector, adjust the size value to your desired zoom level. This will create an animated transition, smoothly moving the zoom from the starting point to the peak effect. To create a looping animation, first determine the point where the zoom effect should remain at its peak in the inspector. Add a keyframe for the size. Then, mark the endpoint of the zoom in the timeline. At this endpoint, adjust the size value back to 1 or your default level in the inspector. This adjustment will smoothly transition the zoom from its peak back to the original view, creating a loop that returns to the main level. Now that your animation is looping, let's add a movement effect to the zoom. Start by selecting the transform node, and then in the inspector click on the settings. Here, activate motion blur. You can fine-tune the effect from this menu, but the default settings are typically sufficient. This gives the motion blur effect while moving. We'll change the zoom position. Let's see how the motion blur is applied during the transition. Select either the transform node or the mask. Click on the center of the mask, hold, and drag it to the specific area of the clip you want to zoom in on, for example, an apply button. With the mask still selected, copy the X value of its center from the inspector. Switch back to the transform node and paste this value into pivot X. Repeat the process for the Y value. Copy it from the mask and paste it into pivot Y on the transform node. By following these steps, you ensure the zoom is precisely 100% focused on the point you want to highlight. Keep the transform node selected. Next, navigate in the timeline to the keyframe where the zoom is at its peak. In the inspector, adjust the size value to your desired zoom level. Once set, copy the size value. Then, click the icon to move to the next keyframe and paste the copied size value. Now you can clearly see the blur effect on the text. Notice that the blur effect is applied to the edges rather than the center of the movement. Here's what the final zoom looks like after applying the motion blur effect. Notice how the blur enhances the movement at the edges while maintaining clarity in the center. Additionally, if you notice extra space around your clip when you open it in the Fusion page and want to fit it exactly without losing any pixels, follow these steps. Select your media in node. Add a new transform node. In the inspector panel, adjust the size value to 1.067. This adjustment ensures that your clip fits 100% of your timeline dimensions without any cropping or loss of detail. Alternatively, you can delete the added transform node and adjust the settings directly in the Edit tab. To remove the extra space around your clip, select your clip. In the Inspector panel, adjust the zoom value to 1.067. Both methods will yield the same result, ensuring your clip fits perfectly within your timeline dimensions. And that's it! If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and follow or subscribe for more DaVinci Resolve tips and tutorials. If you have any questions or run into any issues, feel free to leave a comment below. Thanks for watching. Until next time, happy editing.